Hey guys, it's me. It's me. Hey guys, it's me. Okay. Hey guys, it's me, Kelly. How are you doing? Besides looking at my messy thing that I have not cleaned. I have not cleaned. Okay. We are going to work on our box. But I want to show you a few things. Okay. This is a box. And what this is I got clementines in this box. I don't really need the paper in it. I got clementines in this box. You can get clementines, you know, the grocery store has them, I don't know, maybe a few times a year, maybe all year. I really don't know. But you can get a lot of fruit and vegetables in boxes. Also, if you go to, I gotta find mine. If you go to like farmers markets and they have those like if you pick up the big thing of tomatoes, you know what I mean, that they have in those like barrel-y things. They're like wood but real cheap kind of things. Anyway, I always ask like when I go like, oh, can I have one? Because they have like a million and they always give them to me. So those are great too. But if you ever come across, it's just, I mean, it's like stapled like this and everything like that. I'm going to be using this in something. I don't know if I will make this a big, apparently my dog hair, and it is quite a bit. I don't know if I'll be using this as I'm doing the box I'm doing now, or excuse me, or I'll be using this as a body, or I don't know what I'm going to be doing with this. But keep eyes out for these because I love them, and I have them, and they're really cool. This, I think I showed you guys my bird cage that I got for $5. I think I did at the Michael's, I believe. They were, it was on clearance. It was originally 20 bucks or something, but because this part came off of the clasp, they had it for $5, and I swooped in like a bird and took it because I'm going to make a doll out of this and do funky things. So that's going to be fun. Very fun. I go to the thrift store and I buy bird cages from the thrift store. I do. I have a couple of them here. Also what I buy, I showed you this. I got it at the dollar store. Another kind of doll. I'm trying to show things that I have. I hoard and take, oops, lace and some fabrics, and I have like a separate bag, box. I really don't need to show you everything in here because it's just basic, you know, like lace you can get at the thrift store or pieces of fabric. People have sent me, beautiful people have sent me pieces of things that I like to use in my art. And that piece that fell off. I'm very good with my toes. I don't know why, just that one toe. There I go. Now, this is what I buy from the dollar store. I found this doll. I got her for $1.99. It was probably 50% off day because I went on 50% off day, so I got her for $1. I cut all her hair off. I don't know what exactly is in her. And I took her clothes off, so she's naked. But can you see how funny that the face is colored different than the body? So obviously I'm going to rip her head off and use it in a assemblage piece, assemblage art piece. I mean, look, how can you not? Well, okay, nice boobies. Look at this face. It's creepy. Creepy face. And she has like 70s eyeshadow on her. How awesome. So that's going in an assembly piece. Assemblage. I have this little one. Did Emily, one of them, I don't know if one talked or not. I can't remember. Anyway, I'll throw her outfit away. I cut all her hair off too. She's probably going to be a gothy kind of girl because her earrings, I'm going to pull them out and they have holes in her ears. So I'll probably make her a little gothy. You know, but her head can come off. I can take their arms out. Like you can see her arms on this one's different color than the body. And I just rip everything apart. I rip legs off and arms. And then I just pick pieces that I like. Oh, it gets better. This is a porcelain doll I got from the thrift store. And she has my favorite color eyes, which are my daughter's. Well, my daughter's hazel, but I always do green eyes. So I ripped her body apart because she was all like Victorianed out. And she is like porcelain. She's porcelain. Porcelain. And she came with a doll stand. I have 2 doll stands. So one never knows when you need a doll stand. And I took, I'll show you one of each. I took her hands off. They're porcelain. And I took her feetsies off. And they're porcelain legs. So that is what I'm going to do in an assemblage art piece. Oh, there's those I was looking for. So it's very simple, very easy. You go to the thrift store, you buy the baby dolls. My goodness, the hair around here. And you just start buying baby dolls. And like I said, you pull her arm out. Do you know what I mean? And then she doesn't have to have an arm. Or you get your husband to put the arm back in after you pull it off if you want it. Like I said, her head comes right off. I can use this in, you know, just use her head in one assemblage art thing, her body in another. And what's cool is she stands. She could be one hand. Like, oh my God, the stuff we can do. And the things we can use. That's just part of what I have. I couldn't bring you over everything because I just couldn't. It would take too long and too much. So, here you are with our box. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, I got to find my pokey thing. If I were organized, that's not my pokey thing. Ow, something poked me, but it wasn't my poking thing. Here's my poking thing. Okay, so what we're going to do now, before we worry about putting our little girl in, okay? Because somebody suggested doing a little like sundress kind of thing on her. And I'm thinking about something. But I'm not going to think about it right now. Right now I'm going to put this lid on. Okay. And I'm going to. Now this might be hard. So you might. There's a couple ways you can do this. I put the lid on and decide what part you want to be on top and on bottom. To me it really doesn't matter. And what I'm going to do, and you want to poke in through the lid. And I'm going to bring you in a little closer. Oh, he fell. I'm going to bring you in a little closer. And I'm doing this to be I'm not doing a dark art kind of one. I'm doing, you know, like a, you know, kind of, you know, whatever. But anyway, I'm taking this and I'm pushing it through. And if you have a little pokey thing, I call it the pokey thing, just kind of go like this. Poke it. And when you see it's through, see it came through the side. Hello. Be careful. Don't be like me and poke yourself. Now I'd like 4 holes. So I got a hole here. So I'm going to put a hole over here. And then I'll manage the other 2 in the inside. So as soon as you feel it go through, take it out. And then I'll move one over here. And then I'll move one over here. And you know what? I look at it, I'm like, are they kind of even? They don't have to be perfect. If you're somebody who likes to be perfect, by all means, measure, mark, do your thing, okay? Because it's all what you want. But now we have our holes that went all the way through. Because once I glue this, and we won't be gluing this bottom part, I'm going to take, which I did not grab, and I won't be doing this right this second, but I'm going to take like jump rings or something, and we're gonna like hang like some dangles from here. So if you choose to, only do this if you're gonna hang this up, because if you can obviously cannot put dangles here if you're gonna set it, right? But set it and forget it. But if you do want to put some jazz, put some, you know, add some jazz, you can go in and put glitter and crystals, and I mean, that's all up to you. Okay, so now it's to do the girl's body, because it's about time we get ready to put the girl in. All right. Now, if it were up to me, I might do this anyway, and then just, oh dear, okay. It's just because how I'm feeling lately. But I'm gonna do something. All right, no, not with clear gesso. I want my white gesso. Give me my white gesso. Okay. Hang in here with me. I'm going to take my white gesso. And I'm just going to pour a little bit here. Now, you don't have to do this. I'm going to give you an alternative on what to do. So before I do that, you can take, if you're like me and you have paper towels sitting around with all the colors on them, or if you don't, just take a piece of paper towel and get some watered down acrylic and put all kinds of cool colors on it, okay, that you want to bang off of here. Pink and probably should have done that first. Let's pretend like we're going pretty, okay? You know, I don't do things. It just came to me and I'm just thinking. So I'm going to wet my paper towel. This is the worst squirter ever. Why? Why can't you just squirt? Oh, because his dinghy's too long. I never knew that a dinghy could be too long, but it's too long. So let's put some, I have a little bit of pink on. Maybe if I was on camera, you'd say. I'm going to do a squirt of orange over here. Just a little bloop. Okay, a little bit more pink over here. Just hang with me. Just hang with me. I'm going to do a little blue here. We know we kind of want to stay in this area because she's not that big. So wet your brush. Don't dab it. And let's just bring this color in, okay? Rinse your brush. You don't have to dab it. Bring some pink in. If you have sprays and you want to use sprays, if you have watercolor and you want to use watercolor, if you have acrylic or gouache, go for it. Okay, and that looks like that'll be good for her. I just want a little bit darker of a color. What about a little bit of blue over here? Some blue. Nobody ever hated blue. I don't want too much of it, but I'm gonna, because we're gonna cut. You'll see. I mean, this is how simple, and you can do this on tissue paper, you can do this on computer paper, you can do this on whatever. All right. Now I'm just going to take my heat gun. Now here's something you can do. You can do this before bed. You can find your other squirt bottle that works way better than that, but if you could, if your desk was clean, and we all know, back to the one that doesn't like to work. Here's what I like to do. And let me show you. This is something that you can do before you go to bed or you're done crafting for the night. Do this on paper, whatever you're going to do. Boy, my orange and reds are off. I must have adjusted something. My daughter has to come do this. And then take this and wrinkle it up. And you can wipe, you know, the colors that you have here that went through. No big deal. Not too much because then you'll make a dark, you know, like a crappy color, like whatever. So we're just rolling. Now you can use tissue paper. You can use the paper I used the other day, that paper like this. Newsprint paper, whatever. Okay, so we kind of have it. So like, let's say, oh, okay, well, I did this for the night. I'm going to bed. I'm going to leave that dry. So then let's pretend. Somebody's digging me. So I'm going to pretend that I kind of crinkled it and let it dry. My hands are always a mess. And I'm going to dry it a little bit. And we're drying the newspaper or the paper towel. We're drying it all kind of crazy with the heat gun. And if you don't have a heat gun, use a hairdryer. Use a hairdryer. It doesn't matter here. And then I'll crinkle it again. And you can always hold it, you know, like if with something so you don't burn yourself. All right. So anyway, so you dry it. You see what you get the point, or you leave it dry overnight. And then you open it up and you have this beautiful looking tie-dyed looking thing, except my color's off and I don't get it. I'm not playing with it though. So then this is a very big piece. We know we're not going to need it all for her. But pick a part that you like. I'm kind of digging over here at the end. So when it dries, the point is when it dries, when you crinkle it, oh, dear Jesus. You know, you get a little bit of texture, you know. We all love texture. Texture's good. Cut it. And then take this and save it in your scrap pile, and you got some good ATC background or for your whatever you're doing. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Then I would take, because I like this part, move my camera down so you can see a little bit better. Okay. I would go like this and kind of bunch it together. And you can have a little bit of glue, hot glue if you want in between, or white school glue, you know, if you want to hold these together. That's probably what I would do, but I'm just kind of showing you what, oh my God, if I was on, I'm going to start over, because if I was on camera, that would probably show you. So I just take the end, and you can even, if you're a sewer, you can even put needle and thread through these, okay? Because you see what we're doing, we're just making a ruffle. So you can just thread. You know, take your needle and go through all this, do an accordion fold. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, I would put glue in between it if you're not going to do thread. Thread's easy. A needle and thread right through, as you can see, you know, and it'll open up a little bit. And then take your hot glue or whatever you're using and put it on as her top, because remember, we're not going to see the back. Lift her arms up because her arms are going to be. And then, let me cut that off on the bottom. I can hear my husband creeping around. Are you creeping around? What? Okay, so, you know, you do this because you can add glitter and everything on it once it's attached. She has on her pretty little sundress. I'm going to show you. Right? Now, I didn't glue anything on, so understand that. But once it's glued on and you have these really pretty ruffles up here that take nothing to do, then she has a really cool sundress. You can then glue it at her waist or make her have a little belt. A little belt. What would I use as a little belt right now? Well, let's use this. I'll just pull a little bit of this off of here. We'll give her a blue belt. I'm just going to pull some of this off, and then you can hot glue this around, you know, make it thinner, make it fatter, and give her a little belt and a little skirt. Do you see what I'm saying? It's very easy to make her have a really cute little sundress on, and it doesn't take much. And like I said, you don't have to bind it. You can just put it on. It's paper towel. If you use mixed media paper or whatever, oh my God, something in my throat. It's the same thing. And then you give her a little, look at how cute. If she clears up, there you go. Look at how cute. And then you would hot glue down here in the box, and you would hot glue her in the box. All right, with her bottom all the way. If you want her skirt to show, you know, that you want to fluff it out because you might want to decorate or whatever, that's fine. Or you could push her all the way to the bottom. Just glue her, you know, her back down, her shoulders. And then you can go in. Oh, dear. Then you can go in and you can, you know, fluff up her skirt. You might need to use like a little pair of tweezers or something because this isn't going to work for me. Come on, little friend. Come on, little friend. All right, my friend isn't going to work because my hands are like, I ain't getting in there. So then you would hot glue her in. And look how cute she looks. With her cute little belt and her, you know what I mean? You can put little straps on her. You can use your glitter glue and just do straps, and then it looks like a sundress, okay? So here's this. So let's pretend that we did that. And we're being normal because Kelly's going to go a little bizarre. But let's just say her hair's in there. All right, hair, get in there. You have her hair how you want it. You've already got her glued down, so you can put her hair in a little ponytail to the side, give her a bow. You could do whatever you want with her, right? She's glued in. And then what you will do is, once you're happy with that, you can add in little, if you have little flowers that you made or little gemstones or whatever. You can also then, which I'm going to do now anyway because I'm going to do it, but her little crown, take some gesso over her crown because we want to put her, glue her crown on, right? So I'm just going to gesso it, okay? Because I'm going to want that gesso too. I'll just leave that there. And her little crown's going to be, you know, going to do that. And then once her crown's done, you can paint it. I would probably paint it this color blue, which is the, what color is it? Island green. I don't know if you can see that. Having blinds and my light on. Island green it is, I swear. It just won't show up. Island green. Same color I painted inside there. And then you can paint her crown that color and then lay her crown on her head. And you can put rhinestones in there. You can put flowers. You can put whatever you want. Okay. I'm giving you examples because I'm going a different way with this. So then, once you have her in there and she's glued in there and you have her hair maybe in the ponytail to the side or all around or however you want to place her hair, then you go and you will put hot glue around, or if you don't have hot glue, use regular glue. It doesn't matter. Put glue around all inside here, but avoid the holes. Okay, unless you didn't put holes because you're gonna set her down. You know, it's up to you. Then once you get that glue on, then you put that on. All right. Now for me, I'm gonna move her down a little bit, and you might want to check with your lid to know whether you should move her down all the way so her head shows or not. When I put on her tiara, it might go on her head. I might not use her tiara. I might glue her tiara on the side or on the outside. Okay, so now we're glued. Do you see what I'm saying? We got a nice little, look at that sundress. I should be on the project runway. They won't accept my application. But now you can glitter her up and make her fancy and put some, you know, flowers or do whatever. So that's how simple that is. All right, just to get her in there. You know, like I said, if you want, once she's glued, because remember she's not glued, then you can set her up in your house and you can decorate all around here. You could paint glitter all over it if you want. You can, I'm going to do a crackle on this, so you'll be seeing that also. But that's basically, like I said, for the girl. If you want a nice, pretty little, cute little girl, you would just glue her in. Make sure her hair's where you want it. Make her a little, look, I made a little cute little sundress out of paper towel. Where are you going to see that elsewhere, huh? All right? So that is it. You can use fabric. You can do whatever you want. I might save this because I might really use this in real life for her. But for now, she's getting gessoed. I'm trying to get her hair out the way. I'm gessoing mine. Because she's going. She ain't going no prom. I want her to be creepy. I'm sorry, I quit. I was concentrating and I lost that I wasn't talking. Now, if you don't have gesso and you want to do this, just use your white paint. We just need a couple coats on her till we decide what we want to do with her, if that makes sense. I don't want her skin tone on here all the way. I can always put my skin tone, not my skin literally tone, but my paint, my acrylic skin tone paint. You know, and here goes the face. Oh, the face and her little ears. Hello, little ears. All right, and I'm not going to worry about her being all the way covered right now because I will do another coat of it again. So when I come to do the next video with her, I will already have my second coat of gesso on her. So I don't bore you with this. But I just want to show you, and I'm just going around. I got all excited because my husband and daughter went to record day today. And they've went back twice. But anyway, they were sitting in the living room, and they're like, "Oh, come see what we got." Da, 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 da. And so my daughter, she says, "Now, isn't this going to look creepy? This is going to look wild." I know my light. I touched my light. It was like at the perfect place, but they were looking. I got to talk to my girlfriend Anne Marie Lesnar because I know she goes hunting. I got to tell her about something and then have her check something out. But anyway, they were in here looking at my light because Vanessa said that there were orbs on my one video, and then my husband and daughter believe in that crap, and they moved my light all around, and they were hitting it and moving it and seeing if dust particles came from it, and now my light's all screwed up. But I want to kind of, let me just lay it down right there for a second. What was I going to say? So I got to talk to Anne Marie about if she sees orbs in that. I was just going to say something. Okay, so like I said, with this, we're either going to use wire or we're going to use anything you got. Beads, wire. I have, I think I might hang some skulls or something. I don't know. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Oh, I'm such a dork. Okay. That's why. Because I was waiting for that to dry so I didn't waste my gesso. So that's why I'm just trying to. I'm afraid if I put the heat gun on her, she's going to go. So let me find another paintbrush. It's not like you don't have another paintbrush, you weirdo. Okay. Oh, my daughter has... Emily! Can you bring me my Elmer's glue? I'm on video. Yeah, so when I say I'm on video, she's like, okay, otherwise she'd be like, no. Even though she took every Elmer's glue and pen I have. Marker. That's some warm water. Holy crud. Oh, did the surfing icon die? It says hundreds take to water and tribute. That's a sin. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's move her out of the way so she can dry. And let's do what I want to do on this. And if it don't work, I just throw black over it. So, she got the face on her, my daughter, because she's like, "Aren't you gonna come out, listen to records?" I'm like, I've been waiting all day for you guys to get home and get situated so I can record. Okay, so I'm taking white school glue. And I'm going to just run it up once. And I'm just kind of running it. Rub, like putting the glue on. And you don't want to go over more than once. You kind of just want to... That's a big blob there. You don't want to leave a big blob. Nico, lay down, babe. I should use a different brush. No, I should use this one. I'm getting there. Deal with... Please have mercy on me. Lay down, Nick. You just want to go, no. And you want to have brush strokes, okay? And I don't have brush strokes here. That's why it's bugging me. But you don't want it that thick. Okay. So here we go. So we got our glue on there. It's just white school glue. Now, I'm going to take a color. And I'm going to take pink. And I'm going to pour just a little bit of pink on here. As you can see. I'm going to take my brush, make sure it's dry. And I'm going to take my pink while my glue's wet. I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to just one time up. One time up. Get some more glue. One time up. One time up. One time up. One time up. Get more glue if you want. One time up. One time up. And that's it. Let's just sit and see if we get the cracker. And then we will go on to the rest. So let me cover my glue. We shall leave the crackle go. If you use the heat gun, you can use the heat gun, but it will dehinhibit the crackle. Inhibit. I don't know what the word is. So right now I'm just painting over another coat of gesso on my doll. Nico, I knew she was going to leave you in here and you were going to go insane, honey. Let mommy gesso and then I'll let you out. Okay. Oh, how the hell did paper get on there? I don't know. Oh well, it'll just add to the texture. Okay. And it's okay, some of the pinks coming through that I dyed her hair with. It doesn't matter. It'll just add to the deliciousness when we get done. Okay, and I'm just painting with the gesso. We just want to get that plastic underneath there a little bit more able to grab paint or whatever we decide to do on it. That's so cool, just white. Like, I gotta fix this light. I can't fix this light now because it's gonna take me forever. It wasn't this close. I had it perfect. Perfect. And they had to come investigate. It's my family. Alright. You can't really see her face. I'll have to play with the camera a little bit more. Now the only thing I am going to do is I'm going to take this and just kind of go over, because you can see on the nose it kind of grabbed a little bit more gesso than it really needed. So I'm just going to kind of go over that. Okay, now I'm going to lay her down to dry. And what I'm going to do is find my come on, little friend, my art journal. And I'm just going to take the rest of my gesso. I'm not going to show you on camera because then I have to move everything. But take the rest of my gesso and smear it in my art journal with the rest of the, I don't know what the heck I have in here. But it'll just add something. Oh my God, it's 7:15. I waited all day for them. Alright, so that is in that. And now we're just waiting for some craqueal. Well, don't fall. Please, things don't fall. Alright, I'm going to let my dog out of this room before he drives me insane. Scratching. 1 second. Okay. Alright, can you see it? I can see the hair is touching it. Can you see it kind of starting to crackle? Wait. It's starting to crackle. That's so exciting. Now, because I'm going to be hanging it on a wall, I'm not going to worry about the back crackling. I really just want the top, and then once the top's done, I want to do the sides. But I want to, I'm probably going to do the sides. I probably won't do it on camera to bore the crap out of you. However, oh, it's starting to crackle delicious. Can you see it there? I don't know if you can. Let me see if I can move in. Let's move in. Now, when I move in, it just gets crappier. Right there. That's crackle, people. Crack, like I like to call it. All right, come on. Be good to mommy. Crack. But yes, I actually love to do crackle with white school glue. I'm going to actually wipe off my brushes here so I can do the sides while I have pink out. I don't know what they were used for. But I do love doing, I was sitting thinking about it, and I was talking to my friend, and then I was sitting here, and honestly, I'm not feeling good at all. And I thought, okay, I'll show everybody how they can do a really pretty, cute, you know, thing. And I still will. And any questions, all you have to do is ask me. But for me, this is what I felt like doing. And I just thought, I'm just going to do it. But it'll be nice. It'll be so nice. I'm going to squirt some glue right here. Am I? That's the question. Squirt, little friend, squirt. It is. I'm going to have to. Gosh. I got to take the lid off. I'll just pour a little. So this is what happens. I say just a little, and then like a tsunami of glue comes out. I just don't want to ruin my... Oh, the crackle is so delish, so delish. But what I'm going to do is pour a little bit more of my pink out. And the pink I'm using is Apple Barrel Valentine Pink. And I'm going to squirt a little bit more on here. And I'm just going to kind of hold it. Maybe if I bring it up, can you see? Come on, clear up. Look at that crackle. Can you see that crackle coming? Yeah. Tim Holtz, I don't want your stinking crackle. So I'm going to just take the brush. This isn't the brush I wanted to freaking use. What the hell's wrong with me? I'm like, that's because I cursed Tim Holtz. Told Tim Holtz I don't need his damn crackle that I bought so much of. All right, using my brush. Here we go again. Take two. Okay. So now I'm going to put it on here. I'm just going to run it down. Like that. Oh, I can see a little dry spot. It's going to just go like that. And then I'm going to take some glue and we're going to go, even though we're going to be putting the holes there, it ain't going to matter. But think about how you're going to hold it if you're going to do that. Okay. Crackle. Okay. Now I'm going to take a paintbrush and put pink on it and go over. That's not a wide enough one. If I had a brain. If I only had a brain. It's hard to get on camera and do things. And then, okay. And we're going to like run it down. Run it down. And then we're going to run it down. Run it down. And it don't matter if it doesn't crackle everywhere because so this is where I get in trouble because I'm like, well, while I'm doing it, why don't I really screw it up and hold it? Maybe I can hold it like this. Get some glue. Just run it down. If you get down towards the bottom, it starts getting dry. Just do like that. A little bit more glue. Just don't go over it again, if that makes sense. If you see it's dry somewhere, that's fine. Like you just kind of want to go like this. And that's the end of it. Then we look to squirt out a little bit more glue, which I never have good times with. Let's do it this way. Maybe I could squirt it. Don't do it Kelly's way like this. Put it on the thing. Just gonna run like glue down and then run my brush. Okay. And then just take my brush again and just like that. Simple as that. And I can see it's a little dry right there on the edges. That's it. And I think I got yeah. Okay. So the glue is done. Now it's for the color. So again, this is the glue part. I'm at a weird angle. And I'm just going to run it once, get some more paint. Oh, is that the only place I had to run it? Well, that was odd. Why do I think I had so many? Because I'm a whack job. But look at that. Look at that crackle. That's going to look so awesome when it's all the way dry. Now take a little brush. And you see I got my pink, you know, a little bit of the brush. And just lightly go in and just touch up. You can wait till it's all the way done, though, like dry. But since my paint's out, I have no patience. I'm just going to go make sure that I kind of... You don't have to, like, be perfect and touch up all the edges because of the crackle. But just kind of, you know, that inside part. And then lay it down without hurting anything. Okay. All right. That is so exciting. Now I'm going to take my book, my journal, to smear the rest of this color on of the pink. And then put my brush in there. And then, I don't know, all of a sudden my paintbrush turned into a baton. Throw it in there. And move that. And now I will also, I probably won't do, because there's such a small area on the bottom of the black once the lid's on, I'm not going to worry about doing the crackle on it. If that makes sense. I'm just going to take this paper and lay it down here carefully to pick up that paint. Because I will use that again. And I will use it again. Now, look what I did. See what I did? Because I was lazy, and I knew it as I was doing it. I accidentally touched this. That's called Lazy Kelly. So all I'll do at the end, if you accidentally touch it, at the end, once everything's dry, you can touch up a little bit with the pink. I'm not really worried about it, because it's supposed to be a little crazy anyway. You know, a little off its rocker. I'm just going to wipe this up with my... There we go. Okay. I'm so excited. Alright, I'm going to do something you're really not supposed to do. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun just a little bit because I'm so excited. Oh, don't do it, Kelly. Don't do it. Don't do it, I'm telling you. Really, I highly advise you not to use your heat gun. Because it just won't crackle the same. I mean, you know, for this kind of project, it doesn't matter, honestly, because I'm just kind of, you know what I mean. I'm just building here, building. I need a drink of water. How can my water have like a whole glass of ice, and then all of a sudden, it is warm and the ice is melted? Now see, I smushed there again, but I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I just want it moved over a little bit so you guys can see it. So, now that I've bored you shitless, showing you how to do a nice doll, and then heading in a whole other direction, here is my white crown that I have gessoed. It'll need another coat, or maybe not. I don't know. Probably not. Not when I'm done with it, because I want it to be a certain way. And then you really want to wait until, like, especially when you're working with any type of plastic, to make sure it's completely dry. Because if I go to touch my doll right now, it's going to lift off that gesso. You know, if you want, and you want to do something like this with me, maybe I should have taken a little piece of sandpaper and just kind of roughed it up a little bit everywhere and then gessoed it. Patience in me, and it doesn't work that way. I get an idea in my head and I'm like, I'm going for it, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at. I am really digging on this crackle. I must say I'm very, and I can't even lift it up. So here's what we're going to need for our next visit together. You're going to, if you're putting holes in the bottom, I have 4 holes. You're going to need 4, either 4, you're either going to need wire, which could be floral wire, any kind of wire. You can use head pins, the loop pins. I can't think of the name right. I'm a freaking jewelry maker and I can't think of the name right now. I'll show you, but you need them so we can put them through. Figure out what you want to hang. If you're doing a pretty girl, you can hang pretty flower beads or make your own. You know, if you have a flower punch, make a small punch out of a small flower and do it that way. Or you can cut out, you know, out of cardstock and decorate it, make little, you know, cut out little hearts and hang them. If you have little things sitting around that, I mean, it's endless what you can hang, okay, from your box. If you don't want to hang anything from your box, it's no big deal, because once you get your girl glued in it, and if you're doing a nice pretty girl and you do her little outfit and you do all that kind of thing and you get her in there and she's glued, make sure you check though before you glue her that once you put the top on, you can see her face. You might not see all of her hair or whatever, but it doesn't matter. It would be cool though. I haven't touched him in a while, and I'm sure there's dog and cat hair on it because my dogs and cats love to be anywhere that anything's sticky. But wouldn't it be fun to make one big thing and then put the lid on? I can't touch the lid because it'll, but then like have this, or like a, you know, even if you find like a big Barbie doll head and put it in there, how cute that would be. I mean, you can do something really cute. Get your kids involved. I know a lot of you homeschool and all that kind of thing. Get them, you know, get something cute that they love, or have them make something cute, and you can make a rolled flower to hang from the bottom. You know how we make flowers and we roll little roses and that kind of thing, and you can do that and hang them. And oh gosh, it goes on and on and on, the stuff we can do. I can talk forever and bore the hell out of you guys with what you can do. Now I'm just going to blow this side right here real quick because it's kind of, god damn it. Quit touching it, Kelly. Quit touching it, Kelly. Quit touching it. I'm not going to quit touching it. I know I'm not. I'm just digging this front. You can make the paint bubble if you want with your heat gun and just hold it there for them. I mean, the stuff you can do is just... Oh, I got to stop. I'm such a hot mess. Anyway, so here we are. So far, so good. Let me get in the camera. I'll just touch her boob to see if it's dry so I can move her down here. And that's our doll so far, and her tiara so far, and it's drying. Plus, it's a little humid in here, so it's going to be a little bit, you know, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I'm really excited and happy, and I hope you guys are too. Like I said, you do not have to do what I'm doing. You guys can make her absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, we made her a paper towel dress. How much better and easier and cheaper can you get? It's awesome. But I'm going to make mine a little creepy because I like creepy. And I think creepy should be in my house because my house is creepy. My daughter's room is all creepy, creepy, creepy. She has a coffin that's a shelving thing. That's a coffin with all Halloween stuff. And she has skulls and spiders and lights and ugh. And we have stuff up here, and plus I love owls. I love owls. I love butterflies. Yeah. But that's where we're at so far. So like I said, even if you do the pretty girl and you're doing the holes, stay with it. I'm going to still, you know, walk you through how to put the stuff in the holes, whether you use wire or whether you use... wire or, you know, jewelry head pins. We can use either one. You can even, if you don't have them around, you know, the wire ties they use on bread. You know what I'm talking about? Like on bread and things like that. They have those wire ties. Grab them. You get them in garbage bags sometimes and all that kind of thing. Those things Oh my God, there's 1,000 uses for them. So if you have them, grab them. They'll work just as great. And, oh, and by the way, I don't know what company makes this. I'm going to look it up. It says creating keepsakes approved product, ink expressions. Remember yesterday I did embossing and everything? Well, this I went and touched today because I was really upset because I really wanted to show really embossing good. If I can get the damn thing open. And this is dry as all get out. It's completely dry. So, I can't find glycerin here in Jersey to save my life. But I'm going to write the company and let them know. Because I bought it because they didn't have any Ranger in. And my Michaels is redoing everything. And now I'm kind of screwed because I got this embossing shit that ain't going to work. And I went to show an embossing technique. You know, my little one with this really cute little bird on there. Matter of fact, let me show. Somebody asked a question. Let me see. Oh, God. Okay, wait. Somebody was asking about, but I think I put my embossing away. I'll just use clear to show. But it's not, I don't think this is going to work. But you see how this one came out gold, right? So I'm going to get this bird. Bird's the word. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's like it means something, but really it doesn't. Okay, and I'm going to like tap this stuff on and press. Like I can even see it's not even doing anything on here hardly. Like you shouldn't have to like get a workout. Like I'm not even going to start. I hate companies that do not make things for disabled people. That do not make things disabled friendly. It pisses me off to no fucking end. You know, like we don't exist. So I'm going to, now you might be better than me and be able to put the bird on this way so you can see it better. I think there's a piece of dog hair too in there. How lucky are you today? Okay, and I'm going to like emboss it. Put it on there again. Put it down and push it. I don't even have the energy to say push it real good. I'm going to sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. But yeah, I don't know how you guys feel. But companies do not give a shit about people who are disabled. I write companies. I tell them. I get really upset because it's not fair. It's not fair that, like I said, I bought that Aleene's glue gun. I was so excited. It has all the tips and the heat and I'm just dusting off the extra embossing powder. And, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even push the freaking thing. And it was like 30 or 40 bucks. I thought that's all I need in life is a good heat gun. All right, now I'm going to emboss this. And while it's hot, quickly hopefully, I'm a little slow in the uptake. This is the easiest way to do it if you can get it. I don't know why I put the lid back on because I spill everything. Then I'm going to pour it back in. And you can see it stuck because it was still hot. And then I'm going to take, and it doesn't matter if it was the same color or not. I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to pour some more. I mean, you can go on and on as many times as you want. Now they're really enjoying their albums in there, singing away. So can you see there's embossing powder on it? And then, yeah, I'm recording. What do you need, babe? What?
Tracy just texted me, wanted to know if we wanted to come out and see Tara's babies.
I'm in bed, tell her. You go. Ask her if the boys can do the rest of the yard.
Huh?
Ask her if the boys can do the rest of the yard.
No, I'm not going to do it.
And then you just keep embossing. My neighbor wanting us to come see her nieces, her grandkids. Her daughter had a baby, and I would love to, but I look like shit. I can't walk, and it takes me forever. I feel horrible about it. So, can you see? Now I can continue. I'm going to leave that cool. I'm going to put the lid on. Sorry about that. Spire James, please. All right. Now, if you were doing it the color that was underneath, you would have a buildup of the color underneath, which was that beautiful antique gold color. But you can see on here, and I'm going to give you a minute, and I'm going to show you that you can just continue embossing on top. It takes nothing, and it's fun. And it also gives you a great feel to it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to give it a second because I've touched clear embossing stuff before when it wasn't dry. And that's not fun. I hate lying to people. That's it. I feel horrible. I didn't even shower yet, which is so not me. Like, usually I'm already showered and everything, and just not felt like it today. I have to shower today, obviously. I'm going to, but I just, I don't know. Too much going through my freaking head today. Sorry for my arm. I hope you guys are learning a few things from me today, because I am a bit scattered. Okay, so I have to write to that company because I hate their embossing powder and it doesn't work. All right, this is all dry. That's all dry. And look how beautiful it is. It looks like glass. It looks like glass. So if you have a great, like I got this, I love wolves. I'm like a wolf freak. And I got this. I could use this. You could just use a circle and cut it out, and you have like Annie did, and then she did the embossing powder over it, and she did like some really awesome stuff, and like so you have like this embossing. It's the same kind of thing. Look how cool. So then we go and we take, let's take, oh my god, my dogs are gonna bark. I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown today, I swear to goodness. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to take a spray, and I'm going to spray it on here, okay? It was Dilution's Funky Fuchsia. And then I'm going to take, I'm going to take it. You know I am. Oh my god, these animals. And then I'm going to take my Funky Fuchsia, my towel, and I'm going to wipe, and look what happens. Look, it doesn't get on anywhere where the embossing powder is. So if down here, let's say, I know I'm playing for a minute because I want that to dry, and I want to show, so I'm just going to stick this pad because this pad really stinks. It's not working right. Let me just go like this. Wipe off in case any got on there. Okay. And then we're going to take some of this, and I'm going to use my hands, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on. Let's see if it, now you see I used all that pressure on there, so it should be somewhere sticky, right? I'm going to put a little bit more. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to scoop this back into my thing there because that's a lot. Okay. Bear with me. I know I'm a little out of it, but let's just play, shall we? So I'm going to hold this, and then I'm going to blow. And you're going to see all these like random little spots of where that embossing powder is. We're going to see how good it works because I'm going to squirt it in here. And you can see it's also reactivating the spots on the bird. So all right, so now let's just let it dry for a minute. Let it dry. Are you dry yet, old friend? Okay, that's a little better now. Let me show you this now. So this is now the top of our box. Look how cool. And obviously I'll let it dry overnight. Let's see if I can get it to clear up. You can't really see that bottom part. That part's so cool. Why is it doing this? See it? So we got some crackle. Now they're small crackles. We can make it bigger crackles if we want. I'm not really concerned about it. Some crackles on the side. Oh, that's still wet. Oh dear, that's still wet. We got some crackles coming here. If it clears up. It ain't gonna clear up. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's because I said I was in bed. I won't go out and see the babies. I'd love to see the babies. I just don't feel good. And we have this side. Look how cool that looks. So that really came out great. Okay, so now this should be dry. But see, what happened is it went into the, Nope, that is not working. Don't understand why that ink pad's not working, but we're going to still spray. Let's do this color. Okay, we're not going to use this color. What the hell's happening? Why is it stuck? All right, Dave will look at that later. Let's try this color. Okay. Let's wipe. And now you'll be able to see. And this is still a great texture. And this is fun to do on ATC cards. Okay. And look. So look at that. You get that kind of look. So very cool. You can build up. I mean, that is really built up. I don't know how well you can see. But it looks like glass when you look at it. And it's dry and it's nice. So that's always fun to do. So as we end here, this is our box. We poked the 4 holes in it. You poke the holes in with the lid on, though. I gotta leave that dry a little bit more and quit touching. I have my doll. She's painted white. Everything needs to dry overnight, really dry well, because otherwise mistakes and fingerprints happen. And I'm not a stranger to any of them. So I hope you learned a few things watching me do this. And if you have any questions, just ask. Like I said, that's why I did the, showed you how to make a dress for your doll. Because I'm going a different route than originally. And that's about it. So as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I hope you all have a great night and a great Saturday night and a great tomorrow's Easter. So for those who celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye, guys.